Oh well, so here we are at the road end. Finally caught up with modern day technology and got a rooftop tent. Normally we'd get to the road end and sleep in the car or pitch a fly on this sort of stuff. No good. But this here, this is glamour.
Game changer. It was good at 1 o'clock this morning, I'll tell you that.
So it's pretty cold this morning. It's knocking on about 3 or 4 degrees. It's the coldest it's been for a long time. So head up and see whether these stags are going to make a bit of noise for us. We went for a 4-day hunt. Packed up, headed into the Kawikas chasing sika. Walked for 5 or 6 hours. Got to our fly camp spot and someone else was already camped there, so we were thinking about turning around and heading back, and then another hunter turned up and he wanted to stay the night up there as well. So stags were all pretty quiet, still didn't hear much, so we decided to retreat. So we walked 6 hours back out and we jumped in the car and we have relocated to chase some red stags. So we've just got into the hut and we've dropped our packs and we are going for an evening hunt. So Jason's on the bow, I'm running the camera, and someone's trying to organise this show.
Well, you know, even a shit show's a show. Just over the top.
What's that? Smoked them. Smoked them. There's the hind there. Just here. Coming up just behind us. Just straight below us. 10 metres. 10 metres straight down. That looked epic on camera. That looked choice. You were like, should I shoot her? I was like, no, there's a good stag up the top.
I couldn't have.
Could you see him?
I could see like his chest.
I knew he was going to come down.
But when he came through, like, you can't see it, but I hit on this brush. Yeah, almost tiny bits of brush. I don't even see it on camera. I had it right in front of him, like. Another one that tossed it over, and I had to shoot through that. So there was, yeah, this one, and then one more. Oh, God.
Two hinds with him, eh?
Yeah.
I seen the stag come over first. The stag came over, I seen the antlers.
I could see him moving up there.
I could see the antlers come over, and I filmed the antlers. I was like, oh, it's quite a good stag. Like, well, not massive, but good for here.
Yeah.
And then I seen the hind walk through in front of him, and then you were like, should I shoot the hind?
I'll put it this way, mate. The way she was coming down, I'm like, man, she's going to blow this.
No, I knew he was going to follow her, so...
Well, that's it. But, like, when she came out, she just pinned me twice. And I was like, oh, no. And then she just carried on. I'll tell you what, this Hunter camo, new, giving it a whirl.
Didn't see ya.
Didn't see you. Some people, we're only 8 metres. And the stag was at 6 metres. So, yeah. Not a huge amount of penetration, but I went through the shoulder blade. So I went for the hard quartering frontal shoulder heart shot.
Hey, I heard a couple of crunches over the other side, but not a big crash. But
No, not yet.
give them 10-15 minutes and we'll pick up the blood
Hopefully
truck.
where the arrow's gone in, should hopefully get some blood.
Oh well, we'll watch the video back and have a bit of a look, eh? Oh well, we've waited 15-20 minutes I suppose, and just picked up the blood trail. He's come just over the ridge here, just starting to get a bit of spray of blood here, a bit of blood sprayed. He's gone straight down. He's just come straight down. Scuff marks. I can see scuff marks there.
Here's his trail.
There's some spray there. Yeah, he's into mischief. He's just here. I can smell him. So. Yeah, but he's gone. I think he's gone. Yeah, there's scuff marks there.
Done. Got him.
And there's the end of the blood trail. Told you he was only 15 so metres, I could smell him. So he's come, well, there's the top there, so he's come 30 metres.
So we just dragged him into a spot where we could get some photos and a bit of video footage. So yeah, we chased this guy. He was about 400 metres away when we first heard him. He's probably a bit further actually. And we just beelined it straight down the ridge. Ended up getting in what we knew we were about 100 from him, and just kept on the left side of the ridge, which was good for the wind. And he went a bit quiet, which was worrying us a little bit, as they sometimes do. You get a bit closer and they shut up. But he had a few hinds with him, and the actual hinds, after a few bleats, the hinds started coming towards us, and then the stag followed. So you can. Yeah, it was pretty exciting.
And Jason wanted to shoot the hind.
Yeah, I had bad thoughts about the hind because she was presenting what I thought was a bit of video opportunity.
I had to be the voice of reason and say, no, there's a stag there. There's a stag up the back. He'll come through.
It wasn't that I didn't know the stag was there. It was just we're talking 8 metres. She was probably 8. he was about 6, was he?
7 metres on the
7
rangefinder.
metres when I shot him, and you know, he came in absolutely perfectly, and yeah, shot him front on. You'll see pretty, just literally, it's tucked on the inside of the shoulder, and I would say be a nice perfect hole in the heart. So shot him with a the brand new Elite Envision, which we've got set up last week before. Absolute amazing bow. It's absolute shooter, and yeah, I absolutely love it. And then shot it with the Kudu, what are they, the
Contours,
yeah,
Contour Plus.
they got a bleeder blade on them, two blade, single bevel. Absolute awesome, especially shots like that. Just gives you confidence. They will out penetrate anything. I'd say it's just clipped the shoulder and through the brisket, and it's got all the penetration it needed.
Yeah, it's actually hit right on the point of the elbow, and it's just smashed the ball joint and everything. We'll open it up and have a look, but it's actually gone straight through the ball joint on the way in.
And that's how much penetration.
When he's fell down the bank, he's snapped the tip off the arrow, but the broadhead itself is still razor sharp and still spins true. So we'll open up the ball joint and have a look at what it's done, but it's gone through quite a big bone there. So yeah, but no, established cause of death, hemorrhaging.
Yeah, by sharp thing.
Oh well, so it's hit right on the point of the shoulder like we talked about. So that's the point of the shoulder there. And if Jason get the knife out of the way, so it's just split that whole shoulder into lots of pieces. That's the shoulder point.
That's the main
joint's the scapula.
joint.
And one of the biggest joints in the old deer, and it's just punched clean through that, split that in half and buried itself a good sort of 15-16 inches right through the diaphragm, and point ended up in the gut cavity actually. So some really good penetration, and didn't skid on at all, just punched clean through that. So it's actually shattered that whole ball. And that's with 440 grain arrow too, so not a ridiculously heavy arrow. And it's just sheared
Literally
the leg bone.
knifed it.
Sheared the leg bone in half, and the kudu, like we looked at earlier, is still shootable. You could shoot another deer with
Absolutely.
it. So
Right, so we're climbing up. Up. Yeah. The end's on the bow now, so boned that whole stag out. Now we're sweating our way up to the top. Oh, got antlers on the back as well. See what we can.
making sweet music.
We like a challenge too, so if another one pops out, it's gonna get it. Couple still roaring way over the other side.
They'll keep.
Yeah, that's tomorrow. So we're going tomorrow. Alright, let's get this.